We're back with a segment on popular demand, which is very dear to my heart. It's where we engage with you, the Tech Today community, and answer all your tech queries and questions. Now, you can always write into us on our social media handles, and of course, DM me as well, and we will pick up the best questions and refresh and reintroduce this segment to you, because we want to know what you're thinking and we'd love to answer some of your queries. Now, the team has sifted through some of these questions, and here are a couple that we want to start off with. The first one comes from Gaurav Singh. Gaurav, thanks so much for watching the show. And he asks, what do you use for editing? Now, that's an interesting question, Gaurav, because while we use all sorts of devices, sometimes when I'm on the go, I do it even on my phone. The team uses Macs in office, but the show goes on the road often. And one device that I do not leave home without is my iPad. It could be the iPad Air or the iPad Pro. The iPad Pro with its 120 Hz refresh rate. And now the fact that it comes with editing softwares which can work really well for an on-the-go edit. And of course, on the go, I use several apps on the iPhone and flagship Android devices like the Samsung S23 Ultra, or even the Fold, which makes it very easy with that big screen. But these are just some of our jugadu options. Now, what if you do want to invest in a desktop computer because it doesn't come with that portability and the mobility factor, but you still want that processing power? You don't want to spend on a luxury device like an iPad, because a lot of people don't seem to understand why an iPad is the ultimate device. For me, this is everything from multitasking, productivity, creativity. With the Apple Pencil and this keyboard, this device does it all. When you're talking about the perfect mix, the OG happens to be the MacBook. And the MacBook Pro can do perhaps the best job at editing a show like Tech Today. I mean, it is overpowered, supercharged with that M2 Max. So you can toss any amount of graphics or streams of 4K and it doesn't even take a small hiccup. If you talk about the display, this is perhaps the clearest, biggest 16-inch display that I have seen on a laptop. And I think that's ideal and optimum for video editing, especially if you're getting into the details like we do on Tech Today. Like I said, a 16.2-inch display, the brightest images, the deepest contrast, and when it comes to editing, it's actually going to even perhaps put a lot of desktop computers, especially the ones running Windows, out of the running. And two things that really matter when you're really tasking these machines with so much of processing and data is the battery life, which is fairly decent. I think Macs by themselves are far better than Windows devices when it comes to optimizing battery, and overheating. Now, does that happen on the MacBook Air? Not so much, even though there are no fans. But in terms of how they've managed the thermal dissipation, this particular laptop stays super chill, and that's something we really like. It's not noisy, you don't hear those fans all the time. It is very chilled out, and you can focus even without your noise cancellation on the edit and stay chilled about it as well. Now, this was our candid explanation and justification for using this device. If you want more, you have to log on to the Tech Today website. With all of these questions, the bigger, deeper answers are on our website and a lot more on our social media handles.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.